ball hits the hardwood as the Grayson County Cougars take on the Edmonson County Wildcats in a girl-boy district doubleheader. The stakes are high. Two teams tonight are going to open up the district play 1-0, while two will go in 0-1. It's Grayson County at Edmonson County. It doesn't get much better than this on a Friday night in December. And a good evening and welcome into the Cougar Den for tonight's coverage of Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105 and also live via K105 Digital Production. Sam Gormley here with you. This is the Locker Room Show on K105. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to Game 1 of our doubleheader between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Edmonson County Lady Cats. Anytime these two teams match up, you know you are in for a treat. We'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston. Starting lineups, anything you need to know, we'll make sure to give it to you over these next about 23 or so minutes until we get underway. So we'll take a break. Coming up, we'll introduce you to the Lady Cats of Edmonson County. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even...
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh!
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are about to take on the Lady Cats of Edmonson County in the 12th District opener between these two teams. Edmonson County enters the record of 2-1. They have home wins against Russellville and Warren Central, and a road loss last Saturday to Cumberland County by a final score of 46-36. Leading scorer for the Lady Cats is a familiar name. Annie Kuiper leads the way, 13.3 points, 2.3 rebounds per game. Right behind her is the freshman center, Carrie Ann Williams, 9 points, 7.3 rebounds. And then you'll have Emma White as a forward and Lily Jane Vincent as a forward. It's going to be one of these things. Edmonson County, their strong advantage and how they have it in this game is in the post. With Williams, with Vincent, and with White. That's a triple threat that Grayson County's going to have to find a way to match up with. Now you look on the other side for Grayson County, their guards might be just a little bit better than Edmonson County. So it'll be kind of one of these things that which difference is greater is the team that will win here tonight. And which team is it? Obviously, we'll find out here in the next 2 hours to see which one it is. Edmonson County is coached by Bart Weaver in his 5th season, 63-55. Lady Cougars rolled to another big win last night against Washington County. We'll take a break, introduce you to them coming up next, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education. If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare and...
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and...
Oh, the stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake!
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it all.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
On K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are taking on the Lady Cats of Edmonson County. Grayson County picked up the win last night against Washington County by a final score of 64-21. In that game, Sydney Perkins, 21 points. 10 different Lady Cougars scored. 11 played in the game. It's really good odds if Grayson can keep that up. Riggs added 10 points. It's Arissa Riggs. Peyton Bowman had her career high with 8 points. Bree Jones, the 7th grader, she also had 8 points for this Grayson County team. The offense consistency has been the biggest question for Grayson this season. With that 2-3 record, you're running down their offensive outputs: 22, 25, 70, 49, and 64. The positive is that over those last 3 games, you're looking at the 70, 49, and 64, which is, in the upper 50s as far as averaging a game. Now, is that sustainable for this year's Grayson County team? Maybe not so much, but I think Todd Johnson last year, this team was in the 30-point range. I think he'd be happy with, the 42 to 45 range for this team, especially with how they can play defense at times this season. Speaking of Todd Johnston, we'll take a break and talk to him and get all of his thoughts on this matchup from Grayson County High School, as the Grayson County Lady Cougars leading this all-time series 63-29 against Edmonson County, but the Lady Cats have controlled it as of late, winning 4 of the last 5, but that one win was in the 12th District semifinals back in 2021. Grayson County ended Edmonson County's season, and of course the Lady Cougars that year went on to win the 12th District Championship over Butler County that year in the games played at Whitesville Trinity. We'll take a break. Talk to head coach Todd Johnston after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below 811 before you did.
With the My Social Security...
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
You may have heard that.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, your team scored 43 points in the first half last night against Washington County. You only scored 43 points in a game last year 4 times. What was working?
Well, we made shots. They zoned us, started with a 3-2. You know, Sid ended up getting hot and making some shots. But for the game, we ended up with, I think, 9 threes, I think. But you know, we also turned them over and got a lot of easy transition opportunities. So, you know, that's the reason why we're trying to play faster, is generate more shots, generate more points. We forced them into 30 turnovers. I think we had 22 points off turnovers. And, again, when Sydney gets hot and Isabel made a 3 and a few others made them, I can't think off the top of my head. But, you know, we make 9 threes, we're going to score more points, obviously. And that's a big key to us because we don't get a lot of points in the paint on post-ups. We're going to have to make jump shots.
You mentioned last night in our interview that there were still a couple of players that you wanted to get going. How do you do that as a coach?
Well, you know, Sutton's the one I specifically mentioned, and she is so much better offensively than she's playing. I really thought she would be our second or third scorer right now. She's not shooting the ball really well, and she's starting to lose her confidence. But, you know, maybe some early sets for her. I do think Edmonson will zone us man us a lot tonight, but I don't think he'll zone us, even though that's what he's done most of the year. But, you know, get her in some pick-and-roll situations, some dribble handoff situations. She's quick. She's strong. She is just not making her little pull-up jumper, who I told her last year as a freshman I felt like she was our best 15-foot jump shooter we had in the program, and I still do. And she's got to get to that spot, make it, shoot it with confidence. But there's some, you know, last night she was turning a little bit, shoulders weren't square. We'll have to fix that in practice, and without practicing today, obviously we didn't have a chance to work on it. But she's going to be fine. By far our best defender, and maybe if we can get her some points off turnovers, let her get to the free throw line, which she's making a lot of, then she'll get going.
We, without even talking necessarily about the game or the opponent, just big picture, what does it mean as a coach to start off the year 1-0 in district play?
Well, put you ahead of the 8 ball, so to speak, and makes your opponent 0-1. So, you know, seeding this year is important. I don't think it's as important as it was last year when Butler County was 15, 20 points better than the rest of us and beat us to death all year, everybody. So this year I think Edmonson is the prohibited favorite. I think they have an excellent chance to win their first district in, you know, however many long years it's been, but they're not unbeatable. And that's from Trinity's standpoint. It's from our standpoint. It's from, you know, Butler County's standpoint. So even though they're the favorite, I still think, you know, any of the 4 of us could win this thing. And all it takes is one good shooting night and one bad night from Edmonson, and I think anybody has a chance with them.
Last night you mentioned Edmonson's strength is the post, rebounding especially. How do you combat that?
Well, we got to be physical, and that's not a strong point of ours. Kennedy's going to have to play her tail off, and I told her just earlier going through a walkthrough and things, I said, Kennedy, I don't care if you get any rebounds. You don't have to get a single rebound tonight. You just can't let Williams get a bunch. and that's what scares me. And Edmonson. They're not a great shooting team. They're adequate. They can make some shots, but not a great shooting team. But if Williams and Vincent and White and Roy that comes in off the bench, if they get to play volleyball with it on the backboard, nothing else matters what we'll do tonight unless we hit 10 to 12 threes. But we've got to fight for position and understand who we're guarding and know that is a strength of theirs.
How do you open up the district play 1-0?
Well, we got to make shots, and I'm going to say that all year. We got to take care of the ball. But number one thing, and we just talked about it, is they cannot get second chance points. And again, I don't care if they get 15 offensive rebounds. We just can't let them score off of them, and they're going to get some, and that's unrealistic to think they won't get some. But we cannot let Williams have 6, 8, 10 points on putbacks. Vincent 4 to 6 points on putbacks. Roy getting her 2 or 4 on putbacks, and even their point guard rebounds really well. Annie's strong; she gets in there, she'll fight for it. So we just can't give up second chance opportunities and points.
Coach, good luck. Well, more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion help.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Edmonson County are close to getting underway. We'll have Edmonson County starting lineup after the break as well. But right now, we'll give you the starting lineup for your Grayson County Lady Cougars, who enter that record of 2-3. Senior guard number 5, Arissa Riggs, 7.1 points and 3.3 rebounds per game. Sutton Van Meter is the sophomore guard. She's averaging 2 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. Briley Renfro is the senior guard number 22. Sydney Perkins, the junior number 10, and Kennedy Green, the forward number 12. That's your starting lineup for Grayson County. They're coached by Todd Johnston. All the play-by-play of Grayson County and Edmonson County comes up next here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
Navigating the
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
She used to dance.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Connection.
Every day, thousands of kids start.
Connection. It's the name of the game in
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County and Edmonson County about ready to get underway from the Cougar Den. All the starting lineups come up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County and Edmonson County. The starting lineup for Edmonson County is Callie Webb, Lily Jane Vincent, Carrie-Ann Williams, Emma White, and Annie Kuiper. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton for the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars.
And now your starting lineup for your Grayson County Lady Cougars, starting at guard, number 10, Sydney Perkins. At guard, number 5, Larissa Riggs. At guard, number 22, Briley Renfro. At guard, number 11, Sutton Van Meter. And at forward, number 12, Kennedy Green. The head coach for Grayson County is Todd Johnston.
That's starting lineup for Grayson County. Once more, that lineup for Edmonson County is Webb, Vincent, Williams, White, and Kuiper. And for Grayson County, it is Riggs, Perkins, Van Meter, Green, and Renfro. Your officials for tonight's game, Brian Jones, Brett Booker, and Andy Thomason. It's about ready to roll here. The 12th district opener between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Edmonson County Lady Cats. It's time for basketball in Litchfield, Grayson County and Edmonson County. The first time these two teams have matched up this season. But obviously, they have played quite a few times in the history. This is matchup number 83 all-time. Grayson County leads the series 63-29. It'll be Carrie-Ann Williams to jump for Edmonson, Kennedy Green to jump for Grayson, and Williams knocks it back into the hands of Vincent. And we are underway with Edmonson County starting with the basketball, working from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the navy blue jerseys with the white numerals and kind of a white static up the side. Edmonson County enters the record of 2-1. They have wins against Russellville and Warren Central. As a bounce pass into Williams is through her legs. We're going to have a jump ball as diving in to grab it was Riggs. And Grayson County is going to steal it and get the basketball off the jump ball. Grayson County picked up the big win against Washington County last night by the final score of 64-21. They're 2-3 on the season. As Arissa Riggs will break the timeline for Grayson County, being chased by Lily Jane Vincent. She gets around Vincent off the left side. The basket's good. That's a mismatch, and Riggs noticed it and just went in on Vincent, got around her at the baseline, and gets Grayson County the early lead. Webb drives down the right side. She has it taken away by Van Meter. It's a clean strip, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Edmonson County, and Grayson's going to get the basketball. 2-0. Grayson County on top, 7:16 to go here in the first quarter. Van Meter to pass in, gives it into Renfro. Renfro guarded by Webb. She's quickly double-teamed over to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter angles back here towards the middle, and she's now going to cross the timeline, guarded by Annie Kuiper. Man-to-man defense for Edmonson County. They will play zone at time, but Todd Johnston, head coach of Grayson County, told us in the open that he expects them to play man-to-man for the most part. Riggs drives down. The right side is blocked out of bounds by Vincent on the interior. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 2-0 Lady Cougs on top of Edmonson County. 6 minutes and 56 seconds left here in our opening quarter from Grayson County High School. Van Meter to pass in. Gives it into the near corner to Riggs. Riggs with the right hand. Takes it off to the right side, guarded by Vincent. Man-to-man, sticking with it is Edmonson County. Motion offense for Grayson. In the near corner comes Van Meter, out front to Green. Green off to the right wing to Renfro. Renfro drives down the right side, gets around Webb, kicks it into the near corner to Green. Green drives down the left side, flips it up, right side. Layup good for Kennedy Green. She took it right to the hole, lowered the shoulder. She's made that move a lot this season. We have not seen her finish it yet, and she does just there. Todd Johnston has to love it. Grayson County on top 4-0, 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Webb drives near baseline, guarded by Perkins. Finds Kuiper out front, three straight away. It's an air ball, and it's going to go out of bounds into the Grayson County cheerleaders. Great start for the Lady Cougars, but if you remember back to Tuesday, they had a great start against Ohio County, and it was not a great finish. Van Meter up the far side of the floor, guarded by Webb. Van Meter drives far baseline. Reverse layup is blocked by Williams. It's going to go out of bounds, and it is going to be Grayson County basketball underneath of their own basket. 4-0 Grayson County, 6:08 left here in the first quarter. Van Meter to pass in. Out front to Renfro on the left wing. Sydney Perkins is yet to touch the ball for Grayson County, the leading scorer, as Renfro drives down, finds Riggs, deep three, right wing, good! She knocked it down from Short Creek, a deep three for Arissa Riggs, and Grayson's on top, 7-0, 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williams in the backcourt, a reach-in foul is going to be called on Renfro. Todd Johnston didn't like it, as he laughs talking to official Brian Jones. Got to pass it in. Does Edmonson County, gives it into Carrie Ann Williams. It's Grayson on top, 7-0, 5:44 left here in the first quarter. In between the circles goes Kuiper. Spins it around, and now she's going to back it off and set up the offense for Grayson County. Kuiper picks it up, crosses it into the near corner to Webb. Webb does a ball fake, picks it up, gives it to Williams at the free throw line, who almost lost the ball. She gives it off to Vincent on the right elbow. Guarded by Riggs. Vincent takes one dribble, looking to hand it off. Gives it to Kuiper. Kuiper drives near baseline. Throws up a shot. And it's taken away by Kennedy Green, who's then fouled from behind. A frustration foul from Kuiper. That'll be her first and the team's first. 5:19 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Grayson County on top of Edmonson County. Renfro to pass in. She's got to get it in, and does just ahead of the clock. Into Riggs. Riggs is bumped by Kuiper, but the pass went to Renfro before the bump happened. Renfro breaks the timeline across the near side. She was left all alone. I don't think she realized how open she was. Hands it off to Riggs. Riggs down the right side, gets a screen from Green. Loses it into Green. Green is blocked by Williams, out of bounds, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Grayson County on top of Edmonson. Great start defensively and offensively for this Lady Cougar program. Van Meter gets it into Riggs. Riggs inside the lane. Now backs it off to the right side, guarded by Williams. Out front to Renfro. Renfro back to Riggs. Riggs drives in on Williams, gets around, absorbs the contact from Vincent, Shot's no good. Williams gets the loose ball and gives it off to Kuiper. Kuiper looking to push. 2-on-3 goes Edmondson. Kuiper spins down the lane, finds help, trailing to Vincent. Vincent down the right side, blocked by Green. Ball goes out of bounds off of Perkins on the interior. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball, or rather Edmonson County basketball inside. 4:38 left in the first quarter, 7-0. Lady Cougars on top of the Lady Cats. Kuiper to pass in. Gives it off to the left side to Vincent. Vincent back inside to Williams. Williams inside the lane. The bank is not there. Williams gets the rebound. Put back no good. She gets the basket in, and she's fouled on the shots. Foul called on Renfro. That'll be her second. And the team's second. And Edmonson County's on the board. And it'll be Carrie-Ann Williams to go to the free throw line. She's 3 of 4 from there on the young season. Isabel Blanton will come into the game in place of Briley Renfro. Blanton has been playing her best basketball as a Grayson County Lady Cougar. Had the career high 17 points against University Heights last Saturday. Williams' free throw is in and out. Riggs gets the loose rebound for Grayson County. Van Meter running the point for the Lady Cougars. Handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins thought about the three straight away. Had a hand in her face right away, though. Van Meter at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Green. Green picks it up out front to Van Meter. Van Meter gives it off to Riggs on the right wing. Riggs does a ball fake. Out front to Blanton. Blanton back to Riggs on the right side. About halfway through the first quarter, 7-2 Grayson County. Riggs into the near corner to Van Meter. Three is up, and it is just short. Rebounded by Vincent for Edmonson County. Vincent gives it off to Kuiper across the near side. An outlet pass way down to Williams in transition. Williams on the left side gets the basket in. Williams has all 4 of Edmondson's points. It's 7-4, Grayson County on top. Blanton straight away, and double dribble is called at the top of the key. 7-4, Grayson County. 3:46 left in the first quarter. Kuiper to pass it to Trigger here at the top of the key. Grayson County going back to the zone defense. Near side, it is Callie Webb. Crosses it to Kuiper, has to go high up to grab it on the left wing. Kuiper crosses it to Vincent. Vincent inside to Williams at the right elbow. Williams back out to Kuiper on the left side. Kuiper double team, pass into Williams. Williams over to the far side, catch and shoot. 3 is good, and it's a tie game. Emma White puts in the 3. White now 5 of 9 on 3-point attempts on this young season. Both teams have 7-0 runs. Todd Johnson wants a timeout. 3:12 left in the first quarter. It's 7-7 between Grayson County and Edmonson County. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I wondered if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's a fake. Oh.
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Exciting start to this game at Grayson County High School. It's 7-7 between Grayson County and Edmonson County. 3:12 left in the first quarter. Todd Johnston takes that 30-second timeout. Lady Cougars open the game on a 7-0 run. Edmonson County has answered with a 7-0 run of their own. Riggs has it out of the timeout straight away for Grayson. Has it stripped away, gains it back with a handoff pass to Van Meter. Out front to Blanton. Blanton back to Van Meter. Todd Johnson sticking with the same lineup. Edmonson County's done a very good job not letting Sydney Perkins, Grayson County's best shooter, barely even touch the ball. She's touched it once in this game. Riggs drives down the right lane, gets around Vincent, kicks it to the near corner to Van Meter. Van Meter drives down near side, out front to Blanton. Blanton bobbled the pass, gains it back at the right side, gives it out to Green. Green swings it over to the left wing to Van Meter. Van Meter out front to Riggs. Riggs is now going to back it off and set it up in between the circles. 7-7, Grayson and Edmonson. 3 right side off the screen. Riggs is off to the left. Rebound inside by Green. She puts it up. Shot's no good, but she's fouled, and free throws will come. Foul's whistled on Emma White. It's her first. Team's second. To the line will be Kennedy Green. She will shoot 2. She shoots these rainbow free throws, and it is good. We talked about it last night, that the difference between Kennedy Green and Ella Narvaez for Grayson County shooting free throws, it's hilarious because they couldn't be more different. Narvaez more of a line drive where Green almost touches the rafters on her free throws. Second one was no good for the freshman. And now the ball is thrown away by Edmonson on the far side of the floor as Emma White caught the pass and her foot was standing out of bounds. Grayson County's on top 8-7. 2:19 left in the first quarter. Out front to Blanton off the inbounds pass. Blanton at the free throw line has it poked and taken away. Jenna Cook, who's into the game for Edmonton, got her hand in on it. Kuiper straight away, who takes an extra step, or double dribble. Rather, extra step, double dribble. It was going to be either one. The official, Andy Thomason, could pick his poison on which one he wanted to call, and he calls the double dribble instead. Bree Jones enters the game for Grayson County. She's the 7th grader. She had 8 points last night against Washington County. Most of those coming in the fourth quarter. Van Meter in between the circles, 8-7. Grayson on top of Edmonton. With the right hand, trying to set up the offense for Grayson. Right side, Green. Looking for help. Finds it with Jones straight away. Jones drives down the left side, picks up her dribble at the free throw line, trying to find help. Finds it with Green deep on the right wing. Green drives down the right side, goes up, blocked by Williams. Into the hands of Vincent. Vincent down to Kuiper. Kuiper stripped by Van Meter. Great defense by Sutton Van Meter, and she is fouled very hard by Edmonson County's Jenna Cook. Jenna Cook went in to steal that ball and might have even come in there and slapped Sutton in the face. That would be one of those, if this was college basketball, they'd have to go look at that and see if it was a flagrant. I'm not meaning that there was any malintent. Just a hard foul by Jenna Cook. Luckily, Sutton Van Meter is okay. 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-7, Grayson on top of Edmonton. Into the near corner, Perkins. She gets her first 3 attempt, and she puts it in. Deep 3 in the near corner by Sydney Perkins. They gave her an inch, and she puts it in for 3 points. 11-7, Grayson, and now a foul called on, a timeout is taken by Bart Weaver. I thought it was a foul. Instead, it's a timeout, and it is a 30-second timeout taken by Bart Weaver. We are a 11-7 Grayson County lead, 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. And you could just already feel this. This is Grayson County, Edmonson County basketball. This is a lot of fun already, and we still got another game that comes in after this. Until both these teams want to beat the other one incredibly bad. But the most important thing is if you even just take out opponents for both of these teams, you want to start off the district play 1-0. That's really important. We talked about that with Todd Johnston, and it gives you that edge into trying to get that number 1 seed in the district tournament that will be held at Edmonson County High School coming up in February, which we say, oh, that's so long. We've got 2.5 months or however long it is until that is. But as you well know, we blink and it'll be here. Out of the timeouts, it'll be Vincent to trigger in for Edmonson County. Gets it into Jenna Cook. Cook is guarded by Bree Jones. Cook breaks the timeline at the logo. She's triple teamed. Able to break the pressure and give it to Kuiper, who has it in between the circles. Minute to go in the first quarter. Grayson County on top of Edmonton, 11-7. Williams guarded by Narvaez, who's in the game for Grayson. Left side, Kuiper. Picked up by Van Meter. Really nice job by Sutton Van Meter to keep her just on the hip of Kuiper the entire time. Inside to Williams, guarded by Narvaez. Williams takes a dribble, goes up, absorbs the contact. Shots way off to the left. Rebounded by Perkins for Grayson. Off to Riggs. Riggs an outlet pass to Jones. Jones drives down the right side, goes up, and she's fouled by Vincent. No whistle. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. Over on the far side goes Cook in transition. Out front to Kuiper. Deep 3, straight away. It's no good. That one was really deep by Annie Kuiper. Van Meter gets the rebound. 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 11-7 Grayson. Let's see if Todd Johnston's Lady Cougars will hold for the final shots. 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jones drives down, and a foul is called, I think, away from the ball. It's called on Swihart, it is. No, it's on Cook. That is her second, team's 4th. Into the game, Riley Roy. She's appeared in every game this season, 4 points and 8 rebounds. It'll be Perkins to trigger in. Over to far side to Jones, right wing, Riggs. 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the left side to Van Meter with 4 seconds. Van Meter drives in, off the right side, layup, count the basket. That's the score at the end of the first quarter of play. It's Grayson County 13, Edmonson County 7. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Navigating the maze of
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
The first quarter of play was a story of runs. Grayson County was up 7-0. Edmonson County went on a 7-0 run to tie the game up at 7. And then Grayson County closes the quarter on a 6-0 run to make it 13-7 as we start quarter number 2 from action. It'll be Edmonson County basketball. We'll be working again from left to right on your radio dial as it is Grayson County 13, Edmonson County 7. Kuiper drives down the left side, kicks it out to the far corner. Back over to Kuiper in the far corner. Inside pass to Roy. Roy spins it around. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Perkins on the inside. She immediately taps it off to Van Meter for Grayson County. Van Meter looks to push. Sangles back here towards the near side. Handoff pass left wing. Riggs. Riggs straight away with the right hand. Tries to create some space. Now gives it to Narvaez. It's off her hand. Gains it before it goes out of bounds. But no, the sideline snuck up on her just a little bit too quick. And it goes out of bounds. 7:26 left here in the first half of play. 13-7, Grayson on top of Edmonton. Kuiper bounce pass over to the far side to Webb. Webb into the middle, a 18-foot jumper from straight away is in by Riley Roy. She turned around off the screen and gets the basket. That ends the 6-0 Grayson County run. Still a 4-point Lady Cougar lead. Jones off to the left wing to Perkins. Nice screen by Jones. 3, Perkins, no good. Rebound inside Narvaez. Bounce pass near corner Jones. Jones drives down the left lane, absorbs the contact, throws it up, shot's good. Jones from about 7 feet in the lane. What a move and what a rebound by Narvaez. Down on the left block, Roy tries to find help. A flip shot was no good, rebounded by Edmonson County. The putback was no good, and we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound, and it's going to give Grayson County the basketball. 15-9, Lady Cougars on top. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Jones to trigger in. Edmonson County sticking with the full court man-to-man defense. Bounce pass in is taken away by Vincent inside to Kuiper, who loses the ball, falls down with it, finding help, rolls it out front. Vincent slides down, she walks with it, no whistle, and it's out front to White. White over to the left wing. Driving in is Webb. Right side Kuiper. Kuiper guarded by Van Meter, gets a screen. Kuiper's floater with the right hands, left short, rebounded by Jones for Grayson County. Jones looks to push. She breaks the timeline run up the middle. She drives coast to coast, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on, I believe it's on Webb. It is on Callie Webb. That is her first, and the team's fifth. And Bree Jones will get her free throw attempts. Last night against Washington County, she was perfect. 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Jones is the daughter of head football coach Brian Jones, who's also an assistant coach, as that free throw is no good, and also assistant coach Elena Jones, who is the JV coach and the head coach of the middle school Grayson County team. First free throw was no good by the 7th grader Jones. Jones came in her first ever varsity game against Edmonson County and scored 10 points. She was really impressive. It didn't look like it was her first game. Second free throw by Jones was no good, in and out, rebounded by Edmondson, but she steps on the baseline on the interior. Did Roy. Jones misses both free throws, but the Lady Cougars are going to stick with the basketball. 6:14 left here in the first half. 16-9. Grayson County on top of Edmonson. Perkins has got to get the basketball in, does a bounce pass into Van Meter. She loses it. Kuiper gets it on the baseline. Kuiper weaves through. Edmonson County's got numbers as Kuiper comes down the left wing. Up on Jones. Nice defense. Kuiper out front to Vincent. 3 straight away is off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound inside by Kuiper. Flip shot right side. Good. Annie Kuiper gets her first basket. And Edmonson County doesn't necessarily set up their man-to-man defense. In fact, we might even have a little zone here looking from Edmonson. Vincent now 0 of 10 from the three-point land in this season. Something that she's trying to add to her game, clearly. Try and stretch out, be a true stretch four. Inside the lane, Riggs' is shot, flipping it up, and it goes over top of the backboard and out of bounds. 15-11, Grayson on top of Edmonton, 5:36 to go in the second quarter. Bounce pass into Webb. Webb guarded by Jones. Over to Vincent on the far side. Vincent picks up her dribble. Out front, Webb. Webb over to the far side, guarded by Jones. Man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Jones got her hand in the pass. Webb was able to get it back. Out front to Roy. Roy drives down, spins it around, loses her dribble, finds Webb on the left wing. Over to the far side to White. White is guarded by Narvaez. Free throw line, Roy. Inside to Kuiper. Van Meter got her hand in on it. Kuiper's shot, no good, but she's fouled on the interior. I think they're going to call this on Narvaez. It is on Ella Narvaez. That is her first team's third. Annie Kuiper to the free throw line, 5 of 8 from the free throw line this season, and the first one is no good for the senior. Of course, Annie used to play here at Grayson County High School from her 8th grade to sophomore year. Really, I mean, she's just a great athlete. Just one of those players that you love if she's on your team and you hate her if she's on the other team. Because she's such a good athlete. She's a nuisance on defense. And, I mean, the most important thing is that she's a really nice kid. Her family's great. And I know that we really miss her here at Grayson County High School. Into the near corner comes Perkins, and the ball goes off of her hands and out of bounds. (15-12), Grayson County on top of Edmonson County. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the second quarter. Out front to Kuiper. Kuiper crosses it over the far side to Williams. Williams to the right side. Kuiper, 3 to tie, is off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound chased down by Jones. Jones in between the circles. Running it down at the free throw line, extended. We'll set it up for Grayson County. Up by 3, 4:25 left here in the first half. Jones trying to find help on the baseline. She's got to get something. Throws it up front. Green's got it. Green drives down. Right side layup too hard. But again, you're seeing that move from Kennedy Green where she's getting the confidence to drive in. You're seeing this. She is one of those is inside the lane. Riggs was able to knock the ball away from Webb enough. Interior pass to Roy. Roy off to Kuiper on the left wing. Kuiper guarded by Jones. Jones crosses it, leaving all alone from 3 is White, and White makes him pay. Emma White's got a pair of threes, and we're mounted up at 15. 3:50 left here in the first half of play. Right side Riggs, out front to Van Meter. Setting up the offense is Sutton Van Meter, the sophomore point guard. Left side Jones, scans over, calls it out front now to Green. Green off to the right wing into Van Meter. Lady Cougars just slowly working, trying to get their shots. Green straight away with the basketball. Left wing Jones, guarded by Kuiper. Jones drives in, lost the ball, gains it back. In the near corner, has it. Throws it out front now to Riggs. Riggs drives down the right side, flips it up, right side layup, no good. Rebounded on the inside by Edmonson County. Up the far side of the floor goes Webb. Webb off in transition to Vincent, who takes an extra step and almost runs over Sutton Van Meter in the process. 15-15, Grayson County and Edmonson County, 3:01 left here in the second quarter. Van Meter sets up the offense for the Lady Cougars. Kennedy Green calls it off on the interior. Over to the right wing to Perkins. Perkins drives far baseline. She's shoved out of bounds, and she steps out of bounds, is the whistle. Driver into the baseline, did the defense for Edmonson. Carrie Ann Williams will re-enter for Edmonson County. And taking a seat will be Riley Roy. 2:40 left here in the first half of play. 15-15, Grayson County and Edmonson County. Right side Webb. Inside of the free throw line to Williams. Williams pass thrown away and taken away by Jones. Jones down the right side for Grayson. The 7th grader backs it off now to the far corner. She didn't have numbers. Gives it to Van Meter. Van Meter back to Jones. Jones drives down the right side, and she's going to be fouled. Is it on Kuiper or is it on Williams? It's on neither of them. It's on Callie Webb instead. For Webb, though, that is her second. Team 6. So next foul will be free throws for Grayson County. Into the game for the Lady Cats. Re-entering will be Kennedy Swihart, averaging just under 3 points a game. Isabel Blanson will come in and place Bree Jones, who gave some good minutes there for Grayson. Van Meter to trigger from underneath the basket. Scans once, scans twice, scans a third time, gets it in on the bounce pass to Green. Back off to Van Meter now. Van Meter drives in amongst the towers, is blocked by Williams. Williams taps it off, back and forth the ball goes as Kuiper ends up coming down with it. Off on the left wing, out front to Vincent. Vincent into the near corner to White. White right wing, Vincent. Back now to White. They leave her all alone from 3. She's hit 2 of them, now she's hit 3 of them. Bart Weaver wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, 18-15. Edmonson County on top, 1:56 to go here in the first half of play. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Grayson County has their first deficit of this basketball game as they trail Edmonson County 18-15 here in quarter number 2. From the Cougar Den, Bart Weaver takes the timeout. When you look on that bench for Edmonson County, you might see a familiar face and a familiar name. One of the top basketball players in Grayson County basketball history, Madison Stewart, is on the bench for the Lady Cats. Of course, she's not only just one of the best basketball players in Grayson County history, she also had one heck of a collegiate career at at Campbellsville. 1:56 left here in the first half. Again, it is Edmonson County 18-15. It's their first lead of the game after Grayson County led by 7 points and also by 6 points in this game. Straight away, Van Meter will break the timeline for Grayson County. She's back into the game. On the left wing, handoff pass to Riggs. Riggs drives it, backs it off, step back, right wing, threes, no good. Rebound on the inside, tapped off by Green into the hands of Van Meter. Van Meter drives, near baseline, gets it around, dumps it off to Green. 18-foot jumper, right side is an air ball by Grayson County. Rebound on the inside by Edmonson County. It's tapped off to Kuiper. Kuiper comes down here on the near side of the floor at the right wing, picks up her dribble. She looks to find help, crosses it to White. White, interior to Williams. Williams over top of Perkins. The shot's good for Carrie Ann Williams, and Edmonson County's got the 5-point lead at 20-15. 1 minute left here the first half of play. Van Meter on the left wing. Backs it off into the near corner. Gets a screen from Blanton. Van Meter dribbling still in between the circles. Bounce pass over to the far side to Perkins. Perkins drives for our baseline, pulls up from 10 feet. The floater good. She gets the shooter's roll. That ends the bleeding for Grayson and ends the Edmonson County run. It's still a 3-point game and a 3-point Lady Cat lead. White in the far corner. Crosses it to the right elbow to Vincent, inside to Williams at the right side. Off to the left wing, Kuiper, catch and shoot. 3 is long, rebounded by Williams on the inside. Williams takes one dribble, misses the layup. Vincent's got the rebound, it's stripped out of bounds off of Grayson County. 23 seconds left in the first half of play, 20-17. Got to imagine their play here. It's just going to be to throw it up to Williams, who stands over 6 feet tall. Instead, they throw it out to the left wing. Now they get it into Williams. Spins towards the baseline. Shot's good off the glass. Vincent with a feed in. We got about 10 seconds left in the first half of play. Grayson County trails by 5. Van Meter straight away with the basketball. Drives down the left side, spins it around, looking for help, finds it to Perkins with 2 seconds. Perkins over to the far side to Blanton. 3 at the buzzer is good! They count the basket. Grayson County gets the 3 at the basket, and it's 22-20 at the half between Grayson County and Edmonson County. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome
on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is Edmonson County 22, Grayson County 20 at the half. Isabel Blanton beats the buzzer by, it had to be really, really close on that, as it was a bang-bang shot. Blanton hits the 3 on the far side to make it the 2-point Edmonson County lead. It's really been the story of runs in the first half of play between these two teams, and really, you're seeing two pretty evenly matched teams. And that's what I like, is that you got two teams, neither one has a huge advantage on the other one. Edmonson County probably the better team, but it's not like Grayson County's going up against some of the teams that they played last year in years past. As I just like it. I like it. I think this district this year for girls basketball is wide open, and really, in boys basketball, it's the same way. I think the 12th district is even across boys and girls as it's been since I've been doing this, and now year 5, which I think if you're a fan of high school basketball, you're going to be seeing great games all season long. Coming up on our halftime show, run down some scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and we'll get you ready for half number 2. Again, your score at the half. It is Edmonson County 22, Grayson County 20. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
You may have heard.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Edmonson County on top of Grayson County at the half, 22-20. We'll try to see if we can't run down a quick score or two from around the region. And around the Commonwealth, girls basketball score at the half. Franklin Simpson on top of Allen County Scottsville 20-14. Girls basketball, Owensboro Catholic leads Apollo 28-16. That score is also at the half. Big game going on in the state of Kentucky as far as girls basketball, and I'm not just saying this to toot my alma mater's horn. Sacred Heart leads Cooper halfway through the second quarter, 18-8, as that's a rematch of the state semifinals. So that's a huge game going on in Union tonight. Go Lady Jags. Hopefully they can pick up a big win. Girls basketball at the half. Barron County leads Warren East 21-8. And we'll try to see if we can't find any other scores. Girls basketball, Butler County leads Whitesville Trinity 12-6. That score is at the end of the first quarter, and that appears to be most of the scores that I have. Just doing a quick scroll through that are local enough for me to bring you, or at least I care about, like the Cooper game. So I do one more look through, and that appears to be pretty much everything. Again, your score here at the half is Grayson County trailing Edmonson County 22-20. We'll come back, run down the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer.
Oh boy.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails this one 22-20 at the half. The Cougar student section is getting ready to roll, and they're getting fired up here in what should be a great second half of action. Let's run down the scoring from the first for the leading team, the Edmonson County Lady Cats. 9 points from Emma White, 8 points from Carrie Ann Williams, 3 points from Annie Kuiper, and 2 points from Riley Roy. For Grayson County, the scoring has been spread out once again. Arissa Riggs and Sydney Perkins both have 5 points. Van Meter. The difference in the first half of play has been the 3 3-pointers taken by Emma White. They're going to have to find a way to slow that down. Edmonson County, not necessarily a great 3-point shooting team. They knock them in when they need to, and that's exactly what Emma White has done in this game. They've left her alone, and she's made them pay. And I'm sure an adjustment will have to be made. Second half's next here on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys want any. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
We start half number 2 here from Grayson County High School. It is 22-20. Grayson County trails Edmonson County. It was a great first half of action, really even matchup between these two teams as Edmonson County will have the basketball to start this second half of play. And they'll get it in, and we are underway as it's Andy Kuiper who will start with the basketball. Lady Cats now working from right to left on your radio dial. As Kuiper's got it with the right hand, guarded by Sutton Van Meter. Leading scorer was Carrie Ann Williams for Edmonson County. She had 8 points. Rather, the leading scorer was instead Emma White. She had 9 points. The foul on the drive is whistled on Sydney Perkins for Grayson, her first and the team's first here of the second half. As far as foul trouble, Bradley Renfro, she picked up 2 very early fouls. Sat the rest of the first half of play for Edmonson County. 2 fouls for Jenna Cook and 2 fouls for Callie Webb. Vincent to the free throw line. That first one way off to the left and no good. Lily Jane Vincent's older sister Emma Rose playing college basketball at Center College for the Colonels up in a D3 school. No, they're getting ready to start conference play very soon as the second free throw knocked in by Lily Jane Vincent. Edmonson County's up by 3, 23-20. It's now time for Grayson County's first offensive possession of half number 2. The scoring was spread out once again. Riggs and Perkins tied for the lead in points with 5 apiece. It's a handoff to Perkins, right wing 3 off balance, way too high. Rebound off the hands of Renfro, and we're going to have a foul called on Briley Renfro. And because of that, that'll be Briley Renfro's 3rd foul, team's 2nd. And you can see assistant coach Brian Jones held up 3 fingers to Todd Johnston, and I think he's going to trust his senior guard, Briley Renfro. Right side, Kuiper, guarded by Van Meter. Behind the back dribble for the senior guard, Kuiper. Up to the right side to Webb. Webb looking for help, scans it once, gets it out front now to Kuiper. Just about a minute into quarter number 3, 23-20. Grayson County trails Edmonson County. Vincent fakes the drive, falls down, finds help with a handoff to Kuiper. Kuiper now will drive it in. Jump pass near side to Webb. Webb inside the lane, absorbs the contact, shot's no good, gets the rebound, put back no good. Another rebound tapped out this time into the hands of Riggs. Riggs loses the ball, back into the hands of Kuiper for Edmonson County. 2-on-3 go the Lady Cats. Kuiper smartly slows up, transition 3 up by White. She's 4 of 4 from 3. Emma White is unconscious in this game. She came into this game with 4 threes for the first 3 games of the season. She's got 4 tonight. She's now 8 of 12 on 3-pointers this season. Out front to Van Meter. Left wing Renfro. Renfro drives down the right side, flips it up, blocked by Williams. Back into the hands of Riggs for Grayson. Riggs out front to Vincent, or to Van Meter rather, for Grayson. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Grayson County still looking for their first bucket of this third quarter of play. Riggs fakes the drive, now backs it off, guarded by Vincent. Off to Green, Green off to the left wing to Renfro. Out front to Van Meter, off to the right side to Green. Grayson County just dribbling it around the perimeter, pass inside to Perkins, who takes an extra step. Subs into the game for Grayson, it'll be Isabel Blanton. Riley Renfro will take a seat. She's got those 3 fouls. 5:38 left in the third quarter. Edmonson County on top of Grayson County 26-20. Inside the lane, the pass is knocked away. Kuiper runs it back down on the left block, guarded by Van Meter. Out front to Vincent, who has it 18 feet straight away, floats it in, and off-balance shot's no good. She gets a rebound, puts it up right side, basket's good. That size advantage for Edmonson County is right now the difference in this game. Grayson County doesn't have an answer for it on the interior. We've talked about it all night. And the shooting on the outside has not been able to balance the massive advantage that Edmonson County does have on the interior. Left wing Green. Off to the right side to Van Meter. Grayson County just needs a bucket. Just got to stop the bleeding here and find a good high percentage shot. Perkins on the left wing, out front to Riggs. Riggs guarded by Vincent. Vincent takes the dribble with the right hand, gets it back off in between the circles. Lady Cougars just not running great offense right now. Here comes some motion. Green on the right side, she'll drive down, bounces it into the near corner to Van Meter. Hand off pass to Riggs, who bobbles it, gains it back. She's again guarded by Vincent. Riggs drives in, hands it off to Vincent. A 10-foot floater, no good. Vincent gets the loose ball on the air ball by Van Meter. Jump pass inside to Williams, who spins it around, lays it in on the right side. It's a 10 points now for Williams, and it's a 10-point Edmonson County lead. And Todd Johnston is going to call a timeout, I believe, once they cross the half-court line, or maybe not. There it is. Timeout taken by Todd Johnston. 3:54 to go in the third quarter. It's Edmonson 30, Grayson 20. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
(30-20), Edmonson County opens up the quarter on an 8-0 run. And that is their lead now with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. Todd Johnston takes the 30-second timeout. I'm sure part of that was let's just take a deep breath. Like, we're okay. We've got the shooting to come back at this, but we've got to rebound the basketball. And that was the biggest question coming into the game. Perkins in the near corner, switches off, guarded by Vincent. Gives it to Riggs. Riggs drives down the near corner, gets around, crosses it to Van Meter. Three, far side, good! Sutton Van Meter puts it in on the far side, and that's what you needed if you're Grayson County. There's the potential answer. Now they can set up their full court pressure. Edmonson County does break it, crossing it down inside. Blainton got enough of her hand in on it to stop the attempt for Edmonton. Bounce pass into to Williams. It's knocked around outside to Kuiper. Three, right wing is good. Edmonton hits another one. Callie Webb knocks in the open three, and the Lady Cats find the answer and keeps a 10-point lead. Edmonton County enters averaging 4 threes a game. They've hit 5 in this one. Riggs, three straight away. She'll try to answer. It's a duck off to the right side. Rebounded by Narvaez on the interior, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line. Or rather, it is on Blankton, rather. Foul is called on Callie Webb, her third. Team's first, and Isabel Blainton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Spins it in her right hand. The righty lets it fly. It is in and out and no good. Fans starting to pile in here in the big home district opener for Grayson. Second free throw by Blainton is good. Edmonson County on top, 33-24. Pass into the passing lane. Perkins had it, and now a reach-in foul is going to be called on Sydney Perkins. That is her second and the team's third. 33-24. Passing into the near corner, Webb. Interior pass taken away by Riggs on the interior for Grayson. Van Meter, an outlet pass into the near corner to Blainton. Blainton now loses it, and it's taken away, and a walk is going to be called by Callie Webb as she came around the corner. She came around the corner. She took the extra step. She's going to take a seat. Van Meter to pass in. Gives it off to the right wing to Perkins. Deep right side three. I think might have been partially blocked. Rebound on the floor is a loose ball, jump ball. Gonna stay with the Lady Cougars, 33-24. Edmonson on top of Grayson, 2:30 left in the third quarter. Van Meter to trigger in from underneath her own basket. Gets it over to the far corner to Perkins. Out front to Green. Green swings it off to the right side to Riggs. Off to Van Meter at the free throw line. Gives it back to Green. 10-foot jumper, far side. Good. Kennedy Green puts it in. She's got 5 points. And it's 33-26. Grayson County sets up the press. It's off to Williams down the far side. Williams bounce pass. Perkins gets her hand in on it. Stolen back by Williams. Inside. They bat it around. Hand on it by Blanton. And a jump ball is going to be called. And that's going to give Edmonson County the basketball. That ball was just kind of bouncing around. The two teams are playing volleyball with it on the interior. 2:05 left in the third quarter. 33-26. Off to the right side to Swihart. 3 straight away by Cook is short. Rebounded by Perkins on the inside by Grayson County. Perkins going to set up the offense for the Lady Cougars. No look pass to the right corner to Riggs. Riggs back to the middle at the free throw line. Passes out to the left side to Blanton. Blanton drives down, spins it back. Now gives it back out front to the volleyball line to Riggs. Riggs down the right side. Gets around the defender looking for help. Bounce pass to the right wing to Van Meter. And Van Meter's going to go back and set things up here at the top of the key for Grayson. Just about 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Right wing 3 by Riggs. Off the back of the iron, no good. Williams gets the rebound for Edmonson County. Green pokes it away. She's fouled from behind twice by Williams. No whistle. Off to the right side to Perkins. Out front to Van Meter, who's going to back things off. Really nice defense by Kennedy. Steal that ball away from Williams. Van Meter into the near corner. Hands it off to Green. Green drives in the right side, and they're going to wave the basket off, and a foul's going to be called on Carrie Ann Williams. That's her first and the team's second. Honestly, that probably should have been called about 30 seconds ago on Williams. That one might not have been a foul, but it was about 30 seconds ago, so it balances out. Van Meter's got to get it in, and she walks with it on the baseline as she can't move on the inbound, so it balances out and not means anything at all for Williams. So that's only her first foul. Edmondson's got to get it in. Vincent triggers in over to the far side to Kuiper, guarded by Van Meter. Kuiper up the far side of the floor, breaks the timeline. Kuiper at the free throw line, almost walked with it. Gives it over the far side, driving far baseline, and a reach-in foul's called on Perkins. That is her third, team's fourth. 55.3 seconds on the third in the third quarter, 33-26. Is the Grayson County deficit against Edmonson County. Kuiper passes in. They leave Vincent all alone inside the lane. Kuiper's layup no good. Williams over top of Blanton. The shot's no good, and now she is going to be called for a foul as she takes out Sydney Perkins to go and get the rebound. Oh, they don't give it on Williams. They give it on Swihart. That is her first and team's third. Yes, Swihart made contact from behind as well, and that might have been what caused Perkins to fall down. Tell you what, a basket here by Grayson would be huge. If you can get this game to within 5 to start the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty decent when you were down by 10 early in this quarter of play. Riggs on the left wing. Gets 30 seconds to play. Riggs drives in, floater off the glass. Good for Riggs. She just took it herself. She's got 7 points, and it's a 5-point game. Throw it away, taken away by Green, and a foul away from the basket is going to be called on Williams. Frustration foul called on the freshman Williams, her second, team's fourth. What a steal by Kennedy Green just to get her hand in on the passing lane. I'll tell you what, Kennedy Green has played a really, really good game today. Emma White comes into the game. Kennedy Swihart will check out for Edmonson County. Now you got an opportunity to make this a one-possession game if you're Grayson. They give it into the backcourt to Riggs. Riggs has it in between the circles with 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's a 5-point deficit for Grayson County against Edmonson County. Riggs with the right hand with 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. And 5 seconds is called, and they just give a technical foul called on Todd Johnston. And I'll tell you what, that's not good officiating. Because Todd Johnston has turned his back to the official. And a technical foul is called against Todd Johnston, and that's a tough technical. And here's always my thing with technicals, is they're going to send Emma White to the line. She's 5 of 6 on free throws. I'm not a fan of technicals. Now, I don't know. Todd Johnston very well could have said something, as the first free throw is good by White. But you got to remember, this is a district game. Tensions are high. The second free throw is no good. Edmonson County is going to get the ball with 7.7 on the clock here in the third quarter. I don't think it was a great call. I think Riggs broke it back to the middle to where the 5-second clock should have restarted. The official, Andy Thomason, disagreed. Todd Johnston very much disagreed as well. But, as we always say, the only opinion that actually matters is the officials. Pass into Vincent, knocked away, taken away by Grayson with 5 seconds. Blanton right up the middle, almost walks with it, give it off to Van Meter with 2 seconds. Van Meter, hand off, and Grayson does not get a shot off. Green was almost going to pull up, but ran out of time at the end of the third quarter of play. It is Edmonson County 34, Grayson County 28. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, the stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
We start quarter number 4 from Grayson County High School. It is 34-28. Edmonson County leads against Grayson County, and it's been a great basketball game. Been a great game here today. Grayson County's going to start with a basketball. Lady Cougars had the chance to make it a one-possession game. And a call was made. Called a turnover. Todd Johnston didn't like it. Was called for a technical. It ended up turning out to be only a 1-point swing, though, for Edmonson. Bree Jones into the game. She's got it on the right side. Looking to hand it off, and a foul is going to be called on Edmonson County. It is called on Emma White. That is her second and the team's 5th. .7:45 left in the fourth quarter. Van Meter's got to get it in, gets it into the near corner to Perkins. Perkins off to the right wing to Green. Green off to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs off to the right side to Van Meter. Van Meter drives down, splits defenders, flips it up, shot short, rebounded by Van Meter. She gets it back, though. Amongst the trees, Van Meter was able to get the loose ball. Van Meter crosses it to the right wing to Green. Hand off to Jones. Jones spins it around down the right side, picks up her dribble and walks with it. Slid the foot just a little bit too much. 7:21 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 34-28. Grayson County trails Edmonson County. Jenna Cook back into the game for the Lady Cats. She breaks the timeline across the far side. Has it on the right wing to the free throw line to Williams. Guarded by Green. Inside to Kuiper, and it's going to be a jump ball, and that'll keep possession with Edmonson. 7:10 to go here in the ball game. 34-28. Grayson County trails Edmonson County. Over to the far side, Kuiper, 3 is up. It is an air ball, and it's rebounded by Riggs for Grayson County. Riggs angles back towards the middle. Has it on the right wing, guarded by Vincent. Now we'll take it off. Right wing, she thought about taking the 3, gives it to Green on the left wing. Green handoff to Perkins. Perkins wasn't ready for it. It's taken away by Kuiper down the right side. Kuiper's shot's no good, but she's fouled by Van Meter. And I'll tell you what, for Sutton, that's only her first foul, team's 5th. It's not a bad foul. Make her earn the free throws. You're going to be shooting the bonus in this game no matter what. It's a free throw by Kuiper. Look, there it is. She misses the first free throw, so that tells you it's a good foul. The second one coming from the senior Kuiper, but you can't let them get the rebound if they miss it. She makes it, so it doesn't matter anyways. 35-28. Grayson County trailing Edmonson County here in this game. Left wing Riggs. Calling for help, gets a screen from Narvaez. Riggs down the right side. She loses the ball into the hands of Edmonson. Up to Kuiper. Kuiper down the left side. Euro steps it, looking for help, finds it with Cook on the left wing. To the free throw line to Williams. Williams back to Cook, who had to go high up to grab it. Hands it off to Kuiper. Kuiper into the near corner. Inside to Williams. Williams spins towards the baseline. The left-handed bank shot is good for Carrie-Ann Williams. She's got 12 points. And it's a 9-point Edmonson County lead, 6:03 left in the fourth quarter. Van Meter on the right wing. Guarded by Cook. Right side Narvaez. Lady Cougars need a bucket in the worst kind of way. Straight away, Van Meter gets a screen from Narvaez. Van Meter pulls up 18 feet left side. Shot's no good. Cook gets the rebound and is bumped from behind by Narvaez. That'll be her second and the team's sixth. No, it's the team's seventh, rather. So free throws will come here for Jenna Cook. It's her first free throws of the season for the sophomore guard. She'll shoot one and the bonus. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Riggs. She loses it, is able to gain it back. 37-28, Grayson County trails Edmonson County. 4:30 left here, or 5:30 rather, left here in the fourth quarter of play. Bounce pass to Narvaez on the right wing. Out front to Perkins. Perkins off to the left wing to Jones. Jones guarded by Kuiper. And Todd Johnston wants a timeout. 37-28, 5:18 to go in the fourth quarter. As this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County trails 37-28 as Todd Johnston taking the full timeout in this game. If you just joined us, Grayson County led 7-0. Edmonson County came and tied it up at 7. Lady Cougars then led 13-7 at the end of the first quarter of play. Edmonson kind of pulled away in that second quarter. Isabel Blankton hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first half of play to make it 22-20. Edmonson County still had that 2-point advantage. Grayson was able to get it to within 3 in the third quarter, but Edmonton has now expanded that lead to a 9-point lead, 37-28. 5 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Sutton Van Meter to set up here. Bounce pass out front to Perkins. Perkins off to the left wing. 3 partially blocked. Inside to Narvaez. Spins it around. Shot's no good, but Narvaez will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. Williams picks up the foul. That is her third. Team 6th. Narvaez to the line. She will shoot 2. Last night, she was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. First one is in, out, and in. For the sophomore Ella Narvaez. Appeared in 10 games last season. Played some really good minutes this year for Grayson. Second free throw, no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by Grayson. Riggs got the loose ball. Second chance coming here for the Lady Cougars. Got to take advantage of it. Down by 8 points with under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Van Meter into the near corner to Perkins. Perkins had Williams in her face and had to pass it off. Off to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs out front to Narvaez. Narvaez swings it off to the right wing. Van Meter inside to Riggs. Knocked out of bounds by Ed. No, they're going to say it's off of Riggs' hands. I thought Vincent got her hand in and knocked it out of bounds. 4:39 to go. Edmonson's got to get it in. They do a bounce pass into Cook. Cook speeds up. She's got great speed as she moves down the lane, and a foul's called. Oh, an offensive foul is called on Cook. Cook ran right into Narvaez. For Cook, that is her third, team 7th. But again, since it is a player control foul, no free throws will come, but free throws will be on every foul. It's not an offensive for the remainder of the game. Riggs on the left wing. Back here towards the near side, gets a screen from Perkins, goes up. Shot's no good, and the ball goes off of herself as she goes out of bounds. She went in up on Vincent. I guess Vincent blocked the shot right back into her. 4:20 to go. Edmonson up 37 to 29. Now foul's called on Jones, and free throws will come here for Edmonson. They'll be taken by Jenna Cook. It'll be one in the bonus again. Isabel Blanton in, Bree Jones out for Grayson. Stares down the rim, lets it fly. It is good. She gets the shooter's roll. That ball touched every part of the rim before dropping in. She makes the second as well. Edmonson County's got their largest lead of the game at 39-29, 4:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. They meet her in between the circles to the left wing to Riggs. And an offensive foul is called away from the ball on Sutton Van Meter. It's her second, team's 9th. I didn't see it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened away from the ball. Official Brett Booker called it, though, on the far side of the floor. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Edmonson up by 10. Pass inside is knocked out of bounds by Grayson County. Narvaez played almost like a cornerback up on Carrie Ann Williams and knocked it out of bounds. Callie Webb back into the game for Edmonton. She's got 3 fouls. Kuiper to trigger in. Gives it in, and Williams catches it, drives down the right lane. Layup good for Carrie Ann Williams. Grayson County just does not have a matchup for Carrie Ann Williams. There aren't many teams that do. She's a really talented young player. Right side Van Meter at the free throw line. She drives in, flips it up, blocked out of bounds. Or blocked inbounds. Kuiper's got it. Behind the back dribble as she crosses the timeline. Out front to Williams. Guarded by Narvaez. Into Vincent. Vincent crosses it to the far side to Webb. Webb drives in. Jump pass out front. Williams went high up to grab it. Edmonton in no hurry as they lead by 12 points, 41-29. 3:18 left in the fourth quarter. Vincent on the right side, into Williams. Williams spins it around, the shot's no good. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Van Meter for Grayson County. There's something on the floor underneath the basket. Hopefully somebody will see it and grab it. Ryan Keys, basketball manager, is going to go out there and grab it. I'm not sure what it was that came off. Right side Perkins, she'll pull up the 3, near side, it's good! Sydney Perkins hits in a 3. She's up to 8 points. Todd Johnston wants a timeout. And if it's a full timeout, we'll take it with him. I believe it is with 2:52 to go. We'll take it with him. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Oh, stupid controller froze again. Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I wondered if you guys want any. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart kids. You're smart.
105.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, 41-32, 2:52 to go. Edmonson County on top of Grayson County out of the timeouts. Trapped in the backcourt, looping a pass, and it's run down, tapped off, back into the hands of Vincent, who crosses it. Another pass knocked around, and we're going to have a jump ball. No, a jump ball. Thought there was going to be a foul whistle, which wouldn't have been a great call, but a jump ball is the great call. It is the correct call, and it's going to go towards Grayson County. 41-32, 2:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. The left side, Riggs. Grayson County's got to start getting some baskets, and they got to start getting some stops as Riggs drives down the right side, picks up her dribble, out front to Van Meter. Van Meter's now going to back it off in between the circles. 2:22 to go. Van Meter drives down the right side, flips it up, too hard on it, rebounded by Williams. Williams immediately taps it off to Kuiper. That might have been Grayson County's chance here in this game. They're going to have to start getting some steals and some stops. Left wing Williams, guarded by Narvaez. Out front to Vincent. Vincent inside to Kuiper on the right block. She's fouled. Shot's no good, but Annie Kuiper will go to the free throw line. Sutton Van Meter will pick up her third foul, team's 10th. Kuiper in the game is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She's missed her first one both trips. And that ends there. She makes that one. Second free throw for Kuiper, no good. Rebounded by Riggs. It's a 10-point Edmonson County lead, 2 minutes to go. Riggs into the near corner to Perkins. Gets a screen. Perkins, right side three, off balance. She's fouled. And I was going to say, I was waiting on the foul whistle. It's just a little bit late of a whistle. Carrie Ann Williams is called for the foul. That is her fourth, team's 8th. Sydney Perkins was trucked on the three. Sydney Perkins will get 3 free throws for the Lady Cougars. First one, good. You're Grayson. I mean, if you're going to miss one, you miss the last one, you get the rebound. But really, you got to knock in all 3. You got to keep it to where no time comes off the clock. Second free throw, good as well by Perkins. Third free throw, Sydney Perkins hits all 3 of them. 42-35, a 7-point Edmonson County lead. Pass into to Kuiper across the near side. 1:50 to go. Kuiper poked away almost by Riggs, off to the right side to Vincent. Vincent will hand it off now to Kuiper. Kuiper back inside to Vincent, who spins across the baseline. The shot is good for Lily Jane Vincent. Back to a 9-point game. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Riggs in between the circles. 90 seconds to go. Lady Cougars got to start thinking about potentially hitting some threes. Riggs down the right side. Bounce pass to Narvaez. To Blanton. Blanton bodies up down the right side. Shots up, and she's fouled hard with 1:18 to go. Foul's called on Callie Webb. That is her 4th. Team's 9th. Blanton to the line. 1 of 2 in this game from the free throw stripe. First one for the sophomore, Blanton, is good. She puts it in. This is one of these situations for Grayson where they almost can't foul unless a player that doesn't shoot the free throw very well gets the basketball. Second one for Blanton is good. She makes them both. 44-37, it's a 7-point Edmonson County lead. Almost taken away by Van Meter. Kuiper's got it. Inside pass, Narvaez got her hand on it. Williams got it back in the near corner. Edmonson County's got it. Off to the left wing to Vincent. 60 seconds to go. Now Grayson's almost going to have to think about fouling. Kuiper guarded by Perkins with under a minute to go. Kuiper's got it straight away. Trying to find some help. Screen over into the far corner. Kuiper's got the basketball. Obviously, Edmonson in no rush. They're just setting screens and letting Kuiper continue to move around with the basketball, and now a foul's going to be called. Bart Weaver wants an intentional foul. You're never going to get that in that situation. Riggs, that's only her first foul. 2 free throws will come for Annie Kuiper. 3 of 6 in the game, and it is no good, and that should be a double bonus. They don't catch it. Grayson County's got the basketball. The officials let it happen. It should have been 2 free throws. They can't stop the play now. It's too late. Riggs drives in. Layup is no good off to the right. Rebound bouncing around. Williams has it and throws it off to Kuiper, so it doesn't end up mattering with 30 seconds to go. And they're trying to foul Kuiper. No whistle is coming. And now it's back to Webb, and that will probably do it. As Webb has it on the left wing, Grayson County still trying to foul, and there comes the foul with 18.1 seconds.
Grayson County foul, number 33, Isabel Blanton. That's her first.
And that's the thing. I don't mind Grayson County. They got the rebound. The officials didn't fall for it. So it'll be the double bonus coming here for Callie Webb. She'll shoot 2. You don't see that a lot. First free throw by Webb rattles in. Edmonson County, barring a comeback by Grayson, is going to pick up the win tonight here in Game 1. Game 2 will follow between the boys' programs. Webb misses that one, rebounded by Grayson County's Narvaez. 15 seconds to go. Transition, handoff to Riggs. 3 straight away by Riggs off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Edmonson County, and that will do it. Kuiper up the far side of the floor. They'll dribble this one out, throwing it into Williams. It's knocked out of bounds. It doesn't matter. Final score, Edmonson County 45, Grayson County 37. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County Lady Cougars fall in game one of our doubleheader tonight by the final score of 45-37. Sydney Perkins led the way with 11 points for the Lady Cougars in the loss to Edmonton. And the Lady Cats open up the district play 1-0. Well, Grayson County falls to 0-1 on the season. Edmonson County next up for them. They will host North Hardin Christian coming up on Tuesday, where Grayson County will go to Hart County on Tuesday. Important message about that game against Hart County, as they were supposed to play that game at 7 o'clock. It is now a varsity only and will instead start at 5:30. Something to keep an eye on. So on Tuesday, if you're making the trip to Munfordville to try out to cheer on the Lady Cougars, that game will be a 5:30 tip. We will not be there with the Lady Cougars. Will be instead with the boys, as they will take on Central Hardin. And also an important note about that game, game's not at Central Hardin High School, as that's going under renovations in their gym. It is at Old East Hardin Middle School in Glendale. It's off of College Street, I believe, in Glendale. It's the old gym, so it'd be cool for us. We'll be there for the coverage of that game on Tuesday. So that's kind of that mark there when it comes to that. Game two of our doubleheader between Grayson County and Edmonson County comes up here in just a few moments, as the Wildcats of Edmonson County are 3-1 on the season. The Cougars of Grayson County are 2-2 on the season. Coming up next, we'll talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, as again your final score was 45-37. Lady Cougars falling to Edmonson County. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County Lady Cougars fall tonight by the final score of 45-37. Joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, I thought This game in the first quarter reminded me a lot of the Ohio County game where your team played extremely well. It's kind of funny because your team is almost the opposite of the boys, where the boys have struggled to get started, but your team gets off to really good starts and, I mean, take out the Breck and the Bullitt Central game every game this year.
And that's right. And, you know, it's one of those things when we come out ready to play, and I'm really proud of the girls for that, and get off to a really good start, and then we hit one of our spells. And, you know, when I coached the boys for forever, you know, I ran a ton of set plays. So trying to get more freedom to these girls because, again, free their minds up, let them play. So I don't really – I'm using a few sets, not many, but we're going to have to find some that we can get shots off for people that need it. And, you know, tonight we have 2 or 3 things that we did that got Sydney open. They got a wrist on drives, but, you know, it's one of those things when we're driving and they're 6 foot and 6'2", and or I know Vincent's not 6 foot, but she's 5'10", 5'11", and so we're driving into really big girls, and they probably had 10 block shots tonight. So, you know, the offense isn't bad, what we do, and it's designed for us to drive because we're not a great shooting team, even though people think we are because Sydney makes a lot of shots. But, you know, it's one of those things that we try to get to the basket, try to get to the foul line. But now we're going to have to start implementing, finding some set plays we can go to and run and give people shots when we absolutely have to score. And it doesn't mean they're going to make them, but we've got to get a good shot when we're in those 3 and 4 minute spells where we're not getting anything.
I thought we talked this difference in this game was going to be your guard play against their post play. And I really think, for the most part, you all did a pretty good job against their post. I mean, Williams finishes with, 14, if I can count right, and Vincent finishes with 5. I think if I told you they'd combine for 19, you'd probably say, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, and the wild card for them is the white girl. She's the only shooter they've got.
And she was on fire.
And she made 4 early and changed the complex, the whole game. And I told her going through the line, I said, you know, you're not supposed to make all of them. And, of course, she laughed about it. But, you know, she did her job. She's the difference in that game. You know, Williams is going to score against us. We have nobody that can compete with her in the post. So she's going to get offensive putbacks. And I thought we did a pretty good job on her. Like I said, she had 14. Vincent did what she did. She missed easy ones a couple times, though. But so it's one of those things that you know, our guards outplayed their guards. It was just White, their wing, in that corner 3 in the 1-3-1. She made 4 of them, and, you know, if she makes 2, the game changes. And it's one of those, and again, I put on scouting report, 45 points wins this game. And it did, 45-37. Proud of how we made our free throws late, but we made 1 field goal in the fourth quarter, and that was the 3 Sydney had. And, you know, we've got to get better shots. We've got to find a way to get shots. And, you know, they do a good job on Sydney every time we play them because they don't let her breathe. And I've got to do more to help her, and I got to do more for our other guards to get them better shots. Like I said, we're not going to score in the post. We can if it's off a cut, back cut, something like that. But I'm going to have to come up with some sets that we can get some easy shots.
We'll be with you once next week. We'll be with you on Saturday, and you've got kind of 2 very different teams. You've got a North Hardin Christian team that, like we've talked about, they're young, they're building. They're going to get better every time that they come out. And then you got on Tuesday, we won't be with you, but a Hart County game that, as we mentioned, 5:30 will be the start time of that game. That last year, I know that they still have the Bradley guard back, but I don't really know a lot about them other than that. They're talented. It's 5th region, physical. What do you want to see from your team, though, moving into Tuesday since we won't be with you?
Well, we are definitely going to have to be able to guard Bradley. I mean, we can't let her have 30, and she is exceptional. You know, the only guard that we will play close to her caliber that I'm aware of, Paducah Tillman may have something, but you know, the Hughes girl from Owensboro. But they're completely different players. But I would probably take Hughes if you made me choose one because of her defensive ability. But Bradley is so smooth, so good. Gets any spot on the floor she wants to go to, and you can't lay off of her to keep her out of the paint because she can pull up and make threes. So we're going to have to be really good on her, try to figure out something with that. But, you know, and then we've got I don't think they're better than us at any other spot. I think we can play with them outside of Bradley. We find a way to slow her down, and I think it could be a toss-up. Now, she goes out and gets 25 or 30, and then we have to do something different on her. Then she's an exceptional passer, and she'll get everybody open looks and layups. So tough game for us, but our girls will be ready to go.
Coach, good luck on Tuesday, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll come back, and if you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, this will end our stream. We'll have more here coming up, though, after this. Lady Cougar basketball on K105.